What's up, guys? My name is Adrienne. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm finally sitting down to film my September TBR, and we have a new addition, my TBR cart. I'm very excited about this. I hope that this will help me read my physical TBR, because right now, if I had to guess my average of reading books this year based on books I actually own, we're probably at 15%. And last 4 months of the year, and I want to bring that average up. Now, am I going to knock out 25 books on my physical TBR? I would love to say that that is the case, but I am such a mood reader and I suffer from ADHD, so it's like, oh, let's go stroll on Goodreads, or someone will mention a book and then I'm like 50% into that book and my physical TBR suffers. So hopefully by having this cart, we're going to help that. We're going to balance it out a little. I want to discuss some of the new releases that I do plan on reading this month. There's so many. There's absolutely so many books that are being released this month. There's no way I'm going to keep up with it, but here goes. So first up, I want to read A Love Most Brutal by Kath Richards. This is the second book in her Morelli Mafia series. I don't know, I fell in love with the first book. I'll insert a picture of it. It's basically the head of the mafia family is a female, and the second book is about her sister, and you meet the love interest in the first book, and I love her sister's dynamic with this guy. So I'm very excited. It comes out September 4th. That is a must read for me. Then another must read. I am stopping everything that I am doing on September 16th to read Your Next by Tate James. When I say this series has me in a chokehold, I didn't know, I was dumb. So this is my first Tate James series / book. I read Dear Reader and I was like, okay, I didn't realize that Tate James loves to give you cliffhangers, and not just any old, like, let me sprinkle something that will leave you, slightly thinking about it. No, she puts the mother of all mothers in cliffhangers and just goes about her business. So as I've been reading this series, each cliffhanger gets worse and worse, and we're finally getting the finale of this trilogy on the 16th. I'm stopping everything I'm doing and I'm reading that. A couple of other new releases that's on my radar: Tourist Season by Bryn Weaver, Soul Searching by Lila Sage, The Gingerbread Bakery by Lori Gilmore, Soft Tissue by Lilith Vincent, Westbound by Maggie Rodden. Even though I haven't read any books in that series, but the covers are gorgeous. I love the male models, and I like Maggie Rodden, so I really need to get into the series, but the third book in that series is coming out. So those are all of the books that are on my radar that I can think of right now. So without further ado, let's get started with picking some prompts and hopefully finding some good books. I'm going to pick 6 prompts out of here and hope for the best. So I do plan on filming a fall TBR video, so I'm not going to put any fall prompts in here just yet. All right, start a new series. I rebuke this. I am not starting a new series. I know I'm cheating, but it's my video. Sorry, not sorry. I'm not starting a new series. I don't even know how many unfinished series, so I can change this and put, I'm just going to pick again. All right. A book with an illustrated cover. Oh. Bourbon and Secrets. I have started this book and I just closed it and never went back to it. And it's not that it's a bad book. I don't know what happened. It's the story of my life. But I absolutely love this cover. The third book did come out, I believe, a few months ago, and I think I put it on a TBR list, but we're not going to talk about this. So the first pick is going to be Bourbon and Secrets by Victoria Wilder. It is a romantic suspense. 3 brothers that live in Kentucky. They own a distillery, and they're broody, grumpy men who fall for very unique women. So I'm very excited. I've been putting this book off and I want to get through this series. So that's the first pick. A 5-star prediction. That was hard, but I put this on a TBR before. and I keep putting it off, but I do think that King of Envy by Anna Wong is going to be a 5-star prediction. Everyone who I know that has read this, who knows my reading taste, says I'm going to love this book. I'm going to love the MMC, because my favorite MMC that Anna Wong has ever written is Alex and then Christian. And I've heard that this guy gives those feelings. So I'm gonna pick this, and I know I've picked this before, but we're not gonna talk about it. This is the second book on my TBR. A contemporary romance. My dog wants to eat the prompts. All right, I currently have the audiobook out from my library of this, and I've never started this series. Lauren Asher before. My favorite book by her is Terms and Conditions. So this is going to be my contemporary romance. If I go totally off script and it's not a book that I own, I'm going to read Elsie Silver's new book that comes out on Tuesday. All right, number 4. Why? The jar hates me. I mean, maybe it doesn't. Well, I pick this all the time, and my friend Kamal is supposed to be telling me a romantasy that I'm supposed to read. But, okay, we're gonna do it. Okay, let's send all the good vibes my way. All right, a romantasy, and it's on my TBR card, so maybe it was fate. I'm gonna actually read Quicksilver. I own it. How many pages is this book? Maybe I shouldn't look. 500 plus pages. It's not that bad. I'm gonna read Quicksilver. I have heard great things about this book. I know it's super popular. I have no idea what it's about. I'm not a romantasy girl, but again, we already know this, but we know that I want to be, so this is what I'm gonna read. Number 5, read a book you meant to read last year. So many. So many. See, the book that I want to pick, I don't know if it was last year or the beginning, like January of this year, but my friend Tabitha has wanted me to read this book forever. I'm gonna say last year. It's Red Thorns by Rena Kent. It's the Thorns duet. This is supposed to be football, dark romance book, and she talks about this book all the time. She loved it, and she got our friend Kamal to read it, and I still haven't read it. I think she first told me about this last year, so we're gonna put this in on the list. Number 6, we are at the end. Let's make it a good one. All right. A Kindle Unlimited book. I love when I pick these. This is on my Kindle Unlimited. This is the second book in the Switchboard duet. I read the first one, which is called Talk to Me. The first one, Talk to Me, ends on a huge cliffhanger. This is going to be my pick for my Kindle Unlimited. This is a Why Choose romantic suspense, and I love it. The cliffhanger from the first book, Talk to Me, had me on the edge of my seat. Why I haven't picked it up, I have no idea, but this is going to be my Kindle Unlimited pick. Woo! That was a lot. So let's go over the prompts and the picks. So we have a 5-star prediction, which is going to be King of Envy by Anna Wong. A book you meant to read last year, I picked Red Thorns by Rena Kent. A Kindle Unlimited book, Don't Let Go by Heather Long. Temporary romance, I'm going to do Love Redesigned by Lauren Asher. A book with an illustrated cover, I'm finally going to get around to reading Bourbon and Secrets. And last is a romantasy, and I picked Quicksilver by Callie Hart. So wish me luck on completing my TBR. If you've made it to the end of this video and you want to let me know, leave me a football emoji, because the MMC in this book plays football, And tonight is the first game kicking off the 2025 NFL season. I am a huge football fan. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye, guys.